Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Advaith Pillai, and today we are going to be continuing with the logarithm series, and this is going to be part 3. So let's begin. So first of all, before starting with finding the values of actual logarithmic equations, let's look at some essential things beforehand. So first of all, we have parts of a decimal number. The integral part of the number is called the characteristic. The fractional part of the number is called the mantissa. For example, we have 32.785. Here, 32 is the characteristic and 785 is the mantissa. Now, if I explain it to you guys, 32.785 can be written as 32 plus 0.785, which can further be written as 32 plus 785 divided by 1000. Now, here, 32 is an integer. Therefore, the integral part is the characteristic, and 785 by 1000 is a fraction. Therefore, the fractional part is the mantissa. And this is how the parts of a decimal number are differentiated. The digits before the decimal point is the characteristic, and the digits after the decimal point are the mantissa. Okay, so let's move on and let's look at how a negative number is converted in logarithm. So representation of negative numbers in logarithm. If the answer of a logarithm is a negative number, it is denoted with a bar on top instead of a minus sign. So for example, we have taken 10 raised to minus 1 here, and 10 raised to minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 10 raised to 1, which is 1 by 10, which is 0.1. Therefore, now we have an indicial equation here where minus 1 is the power. Now, if we convert it into a logarithmic equation, we get log 0.1 to the base 10 gives you minus 1. And if the result is a negative number, we remove the minus sign and put a bar on top of the number. If you can see, there's a bar on top of 1. And this is now read as 1 bar or bar 1. Okay. So now let's look at the difference between bar 1 and negative 1. So let's look at the calculation and the operations which is used to be done with bar numbers, operation with bar. So first of all, let's look at some examples with addition. So we have bar 0.8037 plus 5.649. And since it is short of one decimal place, we add a 0 at the end of it. Now, if you add, we get 7 here. 3 plus 9 is 12, 1 carry over, 1 plus 4 is 5, 8 plus 6 is 14. Now here what happens is 1 minus 0 is 1, and then 1 plus 5 is 6. So if we have a bar with 0, it's nothing but 0 because negative 0, and there is nothing like negative 0. So this is what it means. So basically the meaning is that if there's a bar on top of it, only the characteristic of the number is negative. However, the mantissa is still positive. If it would have been 0.8037, the entire number is negative. Okay, so this is how bar and negative differentiates from itself. Okay, now let's look at a subtraction example. We have 1 bar 0.3578 minus 1.2345. So 8 minus 5, 3, 7 minus 4, 3, 7 minus 3, 2, 3 minus 2, 1. And here we have bar 1, which is minus 1. So minus 1 gives you minus 2. So instead of writing minus 2 here, you write 2 and then a bar. Therefore, this is the answer. 2 bar point 1233. This again means that only the 2, which is the characteristic of this decimal, is negative and the mantissa is positive. Now let's look at multiplication. So for multiplication, we have 2 bar 0.4683 multiplied by 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24 to carry over, 3 6s are 18 plus 2 20, 3 4s are 12 plus 2 14. Now here we have 2 bar, which is negative 2. So 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. And then we have plus 1. So minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. So this is how it's supposed to be done. So we get minus 5, which is nothing but 5 bar. 5 bar. So the answer is 5 bar 0.4049. So this is how addition, subtraction, and multiplication work, which is quite easy. Now let's move on to division, which is a little bit different. Okay. So here we have 2 bar 0.5721 divided by 3. This can be written as 1 by 3 multiplied by 2 bar 0.5721. This can be further written as 1 by 3 multiplied by 2 bar plus 0.5721. Therefore, the first step is to separate out the characteristic and the mantissa. Okay. Now, once you have this, you look at the denominator of the fraction we have got. Since it was the question was divided by 3, therefore the fraction we have taken as 1 by 3. Now, what we have to do is match the denominator of the fraction to the number with the bar on top of it. So it's 2 bar, we have to make it 3 bar. And this can be done by adding 1 here. So if we are adding 1, we also have to minus 1 from here in order to negate it. So what this becomes now is 1.3 into 2 bar minus 1 plus 1 plus 0.5721. This makes no difference because we are only adding 0, since minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now we know that 2 bar is minus 2, and minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, and minus 3 is again nothing but bar 3 bar, and then we have an additional 1 here which gets added with the decimal number. So therefore it becomes plus 1.5721. Now what we do is we open the bracket. So now we have 1 by 3 multiplied by 3 bar plus 1 by 3 multiplied by 1.5721. If we divide 3 bar by 3, we get 1 bar, which is basic rule of division. Now let's do this. So now that becomes 1 bar plus 1.5721 divided by 3. So now if you calculate this, you get 3 here, 1.5721, 3 5s are 15, you get 7 here now, 3 2s are 6, you get 12 here now, 3 4s are 12, you get 1, which becomes 0 because of the decimal point, 3 3s are 9, and then it goes on. This becomes 1 bar plus 0.524333 and so on. So now if you add this, first of all, we have to round this off to, let's say, 4 digits. So 5243. Yeah. 1 bar plus 0.5243. Now let's multiply this. Sorry, let's add this. Yeah. Okay. 1 bar 0.0000. The 4 zeros are in order to match the decimal number 5243. 4, 3. Now if we add, we get 3, 4, 2, 5 point. 1 bar is minus 1 again, and minus 1 plus 0 is nothing but minus 1, and minus 1 again is written as 1 bar. Therefore, the answer to this is 1 bar point 5243. This is how it's done. The first step is to, while division, if it has decimals, we cannot divide it directly if the characteristic has a bar on top of it. So what we have to do is, as we saw, we have to separate out the characteristic and the mantissa with the help of similar addition separation. And then we turn the characteristic part with the bar to the denominator. In this case, we did 2 bar minus 1, which becomes minus 3 or 3 bar, and therefore this gets settled out. And then since we have added a minus 1, we also have to add a plus 1. So it negates out. And the additional plus 1 gets added with the remaining 0.5721. And hence, after opening the brackets, you get this. And now it's pretty easy to solve it. And after you get this, you use the rules of addition, multiplication, or subtraction as we had seen earlier. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you like this video. In the next video, we'll actually use how to put these rules with bar numbers into application and find the actual answers of logarithmic values. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Thank you.